around the world. Tune in to broaden your understanding of the past and be the first to learn how today's innovations will transform our tomorrow. From the latest breakthrough in green technology to the discovery of humanity's oldest tools, you'll find it all on the Academic Minute.
Listen every weekday afternoon during the KSJE Evening News at 5:30. San Juan Regional Medical Center is your community hospital, committed to making life better for the communities we are privileged to serve. In fact, better is our mission, improving lives through personalized health and care. What matters most to our patients matters most to us, offering a comprehensive range of inpatient, outpatient, and emergency care services so you can get the quality care you need right here at home. San Juan Regional Medical Center, celebrating life better here since 1910. "11 minutes past 8 o'clock. It is Tuesday morning, the 23rd day of August, 2022. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott Michlin. Thanks for tuning in to KSJE. 90.9 FM over the air, of course, here in San Juan County. 103.3 FM over the air in Durango, Colorado. And streaming everywhere else on the planet from our website, KSJE.com. We also welcome our viewers who are watching this community-supported visual radio station. The video is streaming out live this morning to the KSJE Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and our Twitter account. So we're glad that you are all with us this morning to hear about this great event coming up, of course, with the San Juan Medical Foundation. It's the 42nd Annual Cancer Walk-A-Thon. We'll be talking about that with the next few moments right here on KSJE and some other events that are happening as well with the Medical Foundation. The next hour, of course, Mick Hess will be here roving with the arts. He does a weekday classical music program. He is featuring music this morning from Bartok. You'll hear that coming up today, 9:06 after the news on KSJE. Don't forget, you can also connect with us on our Instagram page in addition to Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. And if you're a podcast person, you can subscribe for free to KSJE Podcasts. They're available wherever you listen to podcasts, so just search for KSJE and subscribe and maybe discover a new program that you haven't heard before. Outside our studios at San Juan College this morning, it's a sunny morning, 64 degrees at the moment, a bit cooler than we've been experiencing the last few days. Humidity at 67%. We're expecting a mostly sunny day with maybe some increasing clouds this afternoon, just about a 20% of a scattered shower popping up today. 86 for a high in Farmington, partly cloudy tonight with a low of 63. Maybe a bigger chance of scattered showers tomorrow, like a 40% chance of rain on Wednesday with a high of 88. 64 Wednesday night, 88 again on Thursday. Partly cloudy, chance of showers on Friday with a high of 83, 84 in sunshine on Saturday, 87 with sunshine on Sunday, and near 90 again at the beginning of next week. Well, let me introduce my guest who is here with me this morning from the San Juan Medical Foundation. Audra Winters is back at KSJE this morning. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Scott. It's always great to be here with you.
Welcome
Thank you for
back.
having me.
Of course. It's great to have you here. It's good to see you again and have you back. And so, again, a lot of big things happening for you and the Medical Foundation. This is a busy time of year for you.
It is. Fall is always a great time of year, but it's even greater because this is when we get to have all our fun at the foundation.
Right. And so that means I can't believe it's the 42nd Annual Cancer Walk-A-Thon.
42nd Annual. I know. It's older than we are.
Okay. All right. Sure. Maybe you, Audra, not me.
No.
But that's okay.
I like to tell people, and they're like, yeah, no, I don't think so. But
well.
Yeah, 42 years
how about
they've
that?
been doing it.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, and what started out as 9 statewide walk-a-thons, we are the only one in the state that is still doing their walk-a-thon every year.
How about that?
So,
How about
yeah.
that? Well, I think
Yeah.
because it's for a good cause.
It is. And people, we've had people that have walked, this might be their first time or this might be their 42nd time. So it's nice to hear everyone's story, why they're walking and so forth.
Right. So we'll talk about the walk-a-thon in a minute, but I know there's some other stuff coming up, especially even this week, right, that we want to mention. You have a raffle that is going on for the Riley Men's Health fund, which is specifically for men in paying and helping them to pay for maybe medical procedures and treatments and things along that line through the Medical Foundation. That's what that fund was set up for.
Exactly. So the Riley Men's Health Fund helps men in our community in San Juan County, 18 years or older, who might just need a little help with their medical expenses. So whether you have insurance or you don't, we will help with their medical expenses. So we've helped people with medications, co-pays, testing, anything that has to do with men.
Right.
And it's nice too because, we hear a lot of great things that are going on for kids in our community and women and stuff. So it's nice to have something for the men out there.
Right. And there are funds for all those other groups too.
Exactly.
We should point out.
Yes, exactly.
As well.
There's many organizations out there to help.
Right. But we don't always hear about maybe help for men.
For men, yeah. Well, because, typically men don't, ask for help, and
right.
We don't think that they need it.
Are you saying men are stubborn, Aubrey Winters? I mean,
not necessarily stubborn, but
No.
I think there's the tradition of them just saying, "Hey, I can take care of it myself."
Sure. Right.
So, and we are here to help. So
That's
we're
good to
doing.
know.
This is the 4th year we've been doing this raffle. This year we are raffling off a Polaris General.
right. I'm going to show the picture because I
Yes.
think that really, your audience when you're talking about men's health and
Yeah.
the chance to win this really cool looking ATV, I guess, right? Is that what we call it? Or
Side by side.
Side by side. Pardon
Yeah,
me.
side by side.
see,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I try to be cool and have all this lingo, but I
Right.
don't.
Well, better than me. So there you go.
So
But looks
yeah,
like-
so side by side,
Okay.
it's a 4-seater, all enclosed. It does have the bed in the back too, where you can store things.
Right.
And
So-
it actually dumps. It's a dump bed too.
Okay.
So you can, if someone's not behaving, you just dump them out. So.
Apparently, there you are. Radio audience, if you're not watching the video part of the program, you're missing out on the picture that we're showing. But yes,
Yeah, and it also comes with a trailer again this year. So
Okay.
Paul Kings was generous enough to donate the trailer again for us.
very good. And so you are. It's a raffle, and so we can talk a little bit about that. We have an event coming up this week, right?
Yes,
Over at Aspen Leaf.
Exactly. So we partner with Aspen Leaf, good friends of ours in our community, and they're going to do a $6 fill-up. So if you've seen their cups, they're a good
Yeah.
size anyway.
Right.
You can put as much stuff in there as you want for $6.
Nice.
As long as it fits in the cup, $6.
Okay.
And I told Allie, I'm like, you don't understand how much I can put in that cup.
Right.
But she's like, people get really creative, and she's they're a great partner with us, so they wanted to do this. So that's what's going on in Aspen Leaf, and then so you get your yogurt, right?
Frozen yogurt.
Froyo.
Yeah. Right.
One time I called it ice cream, I almost got
Uh-oh.
slapped
Yeah. Be
upside the
careful.
head. Yeah.
That's right.
So it's froyo.
Yep.
And then come and look at the trailer and the razor. It's not a razor. It's a side by side. It's a general.
It'll be there at the store.
It will be there.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can take a look at it, look inside. If you've already gotten tickets, know what got yourself into. And if you haven't, we will be selling tickets there too.
Okay.
So you can always buy tickets. And the tickets are $25 each or $5 for $100.
Gotcha. So if you already bought tickets, but maybe you want to buy a couple more tickets,
Exactly,
it
yeah.
might increase your odds, right?
Yeah.
The way
Or you
raffles
can
go.
buy 50 tickets for $1,000.
You could. That's true. I'm glad that you're wheeling and dealing.
I'm glad I'm finally doing math.
That's right. See, there you are. Well, it's a beautiful vehicle. I know a lot of folks enjoy using side-by-sides and ATVs and everything else. We've got a lot of great places to use these vehicles in throughout the region, and so I can see why it's so popular. And you've done this a couple of years, I think, now,
Yeah,
right?
this
Having
is
raffle.
our fourth one. Yeah.
Right.
And so, as you may or may not know, they do the 4x4 weekend here.
Right.
Or week, actually. It's a whole
That's right.
takeover week. And so we're actually going to be doing the drawing at the week Nationals, which is on Saturday, September 10th and Sunday, September 11th. And so the drawing's on September 11th out there at the Glade. And so it's going to be pretty exciting, too.
I bet. Yeah,
Yeah.
very.
And I do want to give a shout out to Riley Industrial, who always donates so we can have this vehicle, so we don't have to take proceeds that we earn. And then Ultimate UTV, a local company here.
Right.
Just really great people all around. Anybody that touched this and put hard work into it, I thank you, and just really,
I was going to say, because I don't think this is your usual just off the showroom floor
No,
side
yeah.
by side. They add a lot of bling to it and other stuff to it, correct?
Yeah, exactly. So, it comes very basic. So they add the lights, the enclosure, new wheels. Just everything you can think of. comes with this. And so just,
Yeah.
a lot of love went into this. So
Right.
just got to give a big shout out to them and thank you. And to Hall Kings for donating the trailer too.
Right.
So.
There you go. And again, you can check it out this week at
This
Aspen
week
Leaf.
at Aspen Leaf,
Okay.
or you can stop by Ultimate UTV on Saturday. It's going to be there,
Okay.
and then out at Aztec Motocross on Sunday. So.
Gotcha. You've been moving it around. It gets around.
It gets around, I know.
That thing. That's true. But,
Someone's like, "Who has it now?" I'm like, "Okay." Well.
Right. But the time is running short to get your tickets. So the drawing is coming up, like you said, on the 11th. So
Yep, September 11th.
less than a month away.
Don't get
Sorry to remind
heart
you,
attack.
but it is. But yes.
Yes. No, we're very excited. Yeah, people have been very, very pumped about this, and so lots of great support out there too.
Right.
So.
I'm sure. So that's wonderful. And you mentioned Riley Industrial, and that's the name behind the Men's Health Fund.
Exactly.
So I think they had a
Yeah.
part in that too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So Riley Industrial is the one that started the fund, and we've been lucky enough to continue the fund for them. So.
Right. And again, it goes to help men pay for medical bills, medical treatments, things along that line. And
Exactly.
it really is open to, I guess, anyone if they apply and have the need, right? They're
Exactly.
able to maybe
yeah.
get some help.
It's a quick application. Most providers know about it. If they don't, you can go to our website, sanjuanmedicalfoundation.com, fill it out. Really quick, easy process to get approved. The only condition, you're 18 years or older and you live in San Juan County. So,
Right. So there you go. Okay.
pretty easy.
Right.
And you can also buy tickets online too.
For that. There you
For
go.
the
See?
side by side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got it all set up.
Yeah.
Ready to go. There you
It's at
are.
our website. Just like you, we're trying to get more high tech.
Yeah. We're trying. Exactly. So there you go. Now, the other big elephant in the room has to be the Walk-A-Thon.
The
because, as you
Walk-A-Thon,
mentioned,
yes.
as we've talked about, it's the 42nd annual. It's been going on for 42 years. Started with other ones around the state, as you mentioned, but this is the one that's still going strong. And I think probably because of the work and the beneficiary of the proceeds from the Walk-A-Thon. People like to support it so much.
Exactly. Unfortunately, cancer touches, so many people and in so many different ways too. So coming out to support the Cancer Walk-A-Thon for the last 42 years has just been amazing. So we'll give away the raffle on Sunday, and then on Saturday we'll start the walk. It always starts on the south parking lot of the hospital, the employee parking lot. We walk down through Bird Park and then back up. And it benefits the Conley Hospitality House, which is a home away from home for cancer patients and their loved ones to stay while they're getting treatment in San Juan County. So if you live 50 miles or more away, you can stay there. There's no charge. And that is because of the gracious community that we live in and because of the proceeds from the Walk-A-Thon.
I was going to say, because of this event, right? It's been able to support
and this event is all local money that comes in. So, I mean, it's really amazing.
Right.
It supports other cancer programs too. So like the Kathy Lincoln Memorial Cancer Fund and also the Riley Men's Health Fund too.
Good.
So
For-
anything cancer related will help. this-
Right. Proceeds will go to
yeah.
those other
Yeah.
things as well. So again, it's Saturday, September 17th. And you mentioned at the hospital, we can sign up online.
Yes, you can go to our website, sanjuanmedicalfoundation.com, give us a call, or you can stop by our office too.
Mm-hmm.
So the walk starts at 8. The festivities usually start around 7. If you don't want to sign up until that morning, you can.
Right.
So 8 o'clock we start walking. We do every year have a different T-shirt that we give away if you raise or donate $50 or more. So every year it changes. This year it has a really cool modern-looking tennis shoe on it. Has the year on it because a lot of people collect these, and then of course all of our sponsors on the back too.
Very good. True. Color? Can we disclose
We
the
can,
the
yeah.
color
It is
of the
short sleeve
T-shirt?
because people always want to know long sleeve, short sleeve.
Right.
It is short sleeve because it is still kind of warm by the time you get done. Teal.
Okay.
Doing like a dark teal.
There you go. Because I know people do collect them, and they have the
Yeah.
whole rainbow of
Yes.
colors over the years of the
Yeah, and so we
Walk-A-Thon
always-
T-shirt. So
I always try to mix it up, make it fun, make it where, females and males, like to use the,
Right.
the color looks good on everybody.
yeah.
So
So there you go.
that's important.
Right. Very
You gotta
good.
look good when you're walking on the walk.
That's true. That's very true. And the route hasn't really changed.
It hasn't
right?
changed.
Which is a great
probably
route.
the last 5-6 years. So yeah, down through Burke Park and back up. We have water stations along the way. We invite you to bring your dog, your cat, your horse, goats,
Anybody,
whatever.
right?
Yeah.
You've seen it all, I think.
Yeah.
True.
So we do encourage you to bring your furry friends with you too.
Right.
So,
and I know there's a
great
lot of
event for
families
them.
that do this together. They bring everybody along, and the strollers, the carriers, the whatever. Everyone's
Everything,
welcome.
yeah.
It seems to me, right?
Everybody is welcome. Yeah, a lot of people come in from out of town to walk with their families. Just a nice morning. And it's nice because you're usually done by, 10 or 11 o'clock. Then you have your rest of your day because I know there's lots of festivities happening throughout.
Yeah.
Fall is always crazy busy here in our communities. So come out, join the Walk-A-Thon, register online, SanJuanMedicalFoundation.com, Saturday, September 17th. If you raise or donate $50 or more, you get the cool T-shirt.
Get the T-shirt, right. There you are. And what about team? Can I form a team?
Please form a team, yeah.
Okay.
It's always fun to walk with other people and challenge each other, too. Who's going to raise the most,
Sure.
things like that, too.
Very true.
Oh, and also we do, every once in a while, have a few overachievers that run. So if you're a runner, you will have other people to run with, too.
There you go. And is it a timed run? Do you have all that equipment and stuff? No, they can
No,
just
we
run
don't
it?
have any time run or anything. And like I said, they're just overachievers. And
Okay. Well,
Make us-
we respect them,
I respect them.
Don't understand them, but we can respect them. So,
Exactly.
That's all right. But
Exactly.
yes, there are other people I know that like to just run the route and off they go.
Off they
I
go,
just
yeah,
keep out of their
especially
way because I'm usually much slower than they
just
are.
strolling along. So
Exactly. But a great event. Great way to spend a Saturday morning in September.
Exactly.
It's beautiful on the river, and that's where the route goes, is along the trails there at Bird Park, and then it comes back up to the hospital. And just a great way to kind of see that part of town, too, and, wander through the neighborhood down there and again, see how close the hospital is to the river.
Exactly, yeah. And, they've gotten some new trails open down there. And it's the beginning of fall, so hopefully we'll see some good colors popping up and maybe see some different animal sightings.
Never know.
There's usually deer and geese and stuff down there too. So it's a beautiful morning.
I wanted to ask you a bit more about the Connolly Hospitality House,
Yes.
which is the beneficiary of most of the money that you raise that keeps it open year round.
Yes.
It is available at no charge for cancer patients who live beyond 50 miles from Farmington, basically, I think is the rule. And they can stay during their treatments. And that's, I guess, what's so important, instead of having to drive back and forth. If they have a certain regimen that they need to be here for on a regular basis, they have a place to stay, and it's got a kitchen and living space and all those things where they can kind of feel, even though they're not at home, they can feel more kind of at home than in being in a hotel.
Exactly, yeah. We've never gotten a complaint about the house of not being comfortable or anything like that. So, yes, it has, it's an 8-room home. Each room has their own private bathroom. Usually the rooms can hold between 2 and 4 people, depending on the size. So we do require a caregiver, so that's what makes it nice. Each room has two beds in it. We just refreshed all the bedding, all the linens in there. We got a grant from the Texas 4000, so that helped pay for the bedding. But yeah, people can come, stay at no charge because of the Walk-A-Thon and our generous community. And that's what's so nice, is that the community, unfortunately, doesn't get to use it because you have to live 50 miles or more away. But it's here. And unfortunately, when you're going through cancer treatment, it's usually every day for several days, for the whole week. And then, they can go home and then come back, too. And they can stay at the house as long as, they're going through treatment. There's a laundry facility, which, you think, oh, I don't want to do laundry. But there is the laundry facility, a beautiful outdoor patio with a koi pond, a kitchen where 3 families can be cooking at one time.
Nice.
A gym, so in case you get motivated, or if sometimes the treatment requires you to do some sort of light activity. So there's a gym there, a library, nice sitting room. So just, like I said, we try to make it as homey as possible for you as you're going through treatment.
Right. And it really is a great spot right there in the middle of the campus almost of the hospital. There's a lot of stuff going on around you, but when you're at the house, it doesn't seem like you're in the middle of all this other hustle and bustle of activity. You mentioned the koi pond and things, and it's pretty secluded and private, and it helps, right?
Yeah, it is pretty. And so, like, when people, stumble upon us, we're like, how did you find us?
Right.
And they come, because our offices are right next door. But yeah, we're just south of the hospital, so it makes it nice and convenient if you are having treatment over the hospital, you don't have to travel very far. Or if you're coming up here to the San Juan College, it's not a long commute too. And there's grocery stores close by because everybody can bring their own food. We do have a pantry, which we get generous donations from too. So there's a pantry, but usually people like to cook their home, special foods because if they're on a special diet because of their treatment.
Sure. Right, which is made available to them. So that's great to know. And I think a lot of folks are maybe surprised in a community of our size to have A, a cancer center, and then B, a hospitality house that goes along with the cancer center, because not every community the size of Farmington or San Juan County has these things to offer for patients who are coming in from out of town.
Exactly. And we do have a great 2 cancer centers here offer state-of-the-art. And in fact, the cancer center at the hospital is getting a brand new piece of equipment so they can do even more so they don't have to send people away. But yeah, so a lot of communities, especially our size, don't have something like this. But you realize that, we're a regional hospital. So anytime you have to come in for care, if you live on the reservation or, in Dulce or Chama, we even get people from, Cortez, coming down and again, they can stay here at no charge, and so as long as they need to. So it is, and again, it goes back to because I feel like a broken record, but because of our community being so generous to donate to it. So
right, and events like the Walk-A-Thon.
Yeah.
And supporting those events, which makes it all possible. So it gives right back to the community.
Yeah.
So that's true. Audrey Winters is my guest this morning. She is the executive director of the San Juan Medical Foundation, and it's the Medical Foundation's mission to raise awareness and raise money for programs and funds through the hospital, related to the hospital, to help people pay for their medical bills and things along that line.
Yes.
Kind of give us an idea of what else is going on, or what some of the
some of the other projects we're working on.
Yes.
So last year and part of this year, we did a capital campaign for the hospital to move and remodel the pediatric unit. So that kicked off about the middle of July. So all of our kiddos, unfortunately, if they do have to go to the hospital, they're going to have a new place. So that should be finished by the beginning of December. So we'll have a ribbon cutting, and it's going to be a brand new state-of-the-art facility for our kiddos when they have to come to get treatment at the hospital. So we were very excited to work with the hospital on this and bring in this new center for the kids. And again, we did get some grants and some out-of-town money, but the majority of our money came from, again, our community.
Right.
Donations and so forth. So I'm very excited to see once the project is done. And
this is pretty major, if I remember correctly, because you were remodeling the whole brand new space, but multiple rooms and patient rooms and lobbies and things like that for the pediatric unit, right?
Exactly. So currently right now, a lot of the kiddos have to share a restroom. So now they're going to have their own restroom, private restroom, a special air filtration in there, to keep it very clean. They'll have a nice playroom where, once they're feeling better, they can go play. And just, again, more privacy, more security. There's going to be locked doors, so there's, it's going to be really secure for the kids. A nice, sleeper sofa for the parents because, if your kid's in the hospital, you want to definitely stay with them. So new sleeper sofas in there. So yeah, and we're very excited about this project because it's been since the 70s since the pediatric unit has been completely remodeled.
I was going to ask you how long it's been. So that's
if you go in and look at the furniture,
some of us can remember the 70s, but still, it's a long time ago.
For me, it's been a long time. So.
Right.
But yeah, and so if you look at some of the furniture, so they're moving the pediatric unit over, and what they're going to do with the old space is use it kind of for overflow. So we hope they don't ever have to use it.
But as we've seen, sometimes we need overflow space for the hospital, and so that's great. But there's a lot of things that have changed, as you mentioned, during the last. From the 70s, so 50 years.
50
oh my
years
goodness.
ago.
In terms of security and patient care and children's care and pediatric care and all these different things. I think, if I remember correctly, some of the plans that I saw on the artist renderings, the brighter colors and just making it a little more friendly and maybe less institutional looking.
Yes.
If a kid has to spend a few days or a week or, God forbid, longer in the
Yeah.
hospital, right? And make it a little more kind of welcoming place for kids and their families.
Exactly. Yeah. So definitely it's more kid friendly and, just a happier place to be if they have to be there. So, yeah.
Very good.
And just something nice for the nurses and the doctors too. So, a new nursing center and so forth.
Right.
So.
And I know one of the pediatricians, Dr. Scoggins, has played a big role in his wife in pushing that forward.
Yes.
And kind of putting their money where their mouth is too, to
Yes.
make a donation and help make this possible. So it's
Yeah,
been great.
so,
And I think
yeah, Dr. Scoggins and his wife have been really generous. And, he's the head doctor there at the pediatric unit. And then we also helped do a grant for them to get a new, for the pediatric ICU unit, a new piece of equipment too. So we're working on getting that in there for them too. So different projects with the hospital, but then also, operating the Riley Men's Health and the Kathy Lincoln Memorial Cancer Fund,
Right.
which is for women. That's our women's
Right.
program to help with cancer related. Whether you have insurance or not, you live in our community, you need help. So, and that could be anywhere from, testing to, we help, if you need a wig, we can help with that. New undergarments, things like that to help you through the treatment too.
Right.
So, and we do have our luncheon coming up too.
that's right.
That is going to be October 19th.
In
So
October?
that's October. So
Okay.
we got a few weeks to worry about that, but
Right.
yeah, October 19th is our annual luncheon too. So very excited for that.
Very true. Always a big event as well,
Yes.
right? And a big turnout. And great to see we were talking before we came on the air this morning, great to see some of these events, coming back on the schedule after having to not hold them during the pandemic years, and people able to safely gather yet again and gather for the Walk-A-Thon and gather for things like the luncheon and things along that line.
Exactly. Yeah. And people are excited. They understood that we had to take a pause, but yeah, I mean, like all the events around the community have just been, really well attended, and, people have, behaved and all of that good stuff. So.
Right. So great to see. Great to
Yeah.
have it back with us. So there you go. It is the 42nd annual Cancer Walk-A-Thon coming up on September 17th, Saturday morning. You can register online. You can join a team. You can form a team. You can make your own team. Just go online, and that's sanjuanmedicalfoundation.com.
Yes.
That's how you can find all that out. And of course, then the drawing for the side-by-side is happening on September the 11th. And so tickets are available for that, but time is running short to get in on that
Yeah.
opportunity.
Definitely get online and get your tickets, or give us a call, or come out on Thursday to Aspen Leaf and get your froyo and
Right.
your tickets.
And you can check out that side-by-side, which is pretty
pretty
fancy
amazing.
looking.
Yeah.
If you ask
Pretty
me.
amazing.
So there you are. Audra, always great to have you here.
Thank
you
you
so
so
much for
much.
coming
It's so
in.
much fun.
You are welcome. We'll see you at the Walk-A-Thon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
If
buy
not-
some new sneakers.
Yes. There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much. Appreciate you.
You're very welcome. That's Audra Winters from the San Juan Medical Foundation, my guest here on KSJE. The San Juan County Walk to End Alzheimer's. The walk is full of flowers, each carried by someone committed to ending this disease. When you take part, you're helping raise funds and awareness for a breakthrough in this fight. Join us in Aztec, September 24th at Minium Park for the San Juan County Walk to End Alzheimer's. Visit act.alz.org/walk San Juan County or call 505-278-7927.
Take a look. It's in an ebook.